E36. Alright, good morning. Last video you saw was me driving this home. Well, I think it would have been, yeah. So, I haven't even driven it since. I've just looked under the car, there's no oil leaks, there's nothing leaking out. The first thing I do in the morning is, obviously, I've drove it home, so the levels are mixed up a bit. Check my water level and check my oil level, because we didn't change the oil in this car because it had enough in it. And the oil I bought was just shit. I just bought it because we needed oil. So I'm going to return that and get a better, like, decent Shell oil or something like that. 10W40 is what I need. So first thing first, and put the bonnet, have a look underneath, check all the levels, and if it's all good, we'll go for a drive. And I've got water and oil in there anyway if I need to top up, but hopefully don't want to put oil in, because that means I'm not getting my 20 quid back for the bottle. So let's have a look. So yeah, just checking over again. Nothing seems to have leaked out last night. Yeah, I need to change, like I said, bigger rad hoses. I want to get some aftermarket ones. This is where it's got the split in it somewhere, so we need to sort this out at a later date. But that's the fresh around my filter. But yeah, look at the size of it. Gone from 4 to a 6, but it's a big old boy, this one. That's what I want to see. So obviously, that's my water level here. It's been sitting all night, so I don't have to worry about it being like too hot or anything. Oh, just need some muscles. Let's check this level. No, I just need to get my light on my phone. So basically down the side here, you can see where it sort of says max there. That's very low, so I don't know if you can tell, but basically, where is it? It should be here, and it's like here. So I'm going to top this up a bit, get up to the right level, and yeah. So that's what I need to do in the water. Oil, I'll just set the camera up and do the dipstick in that, because it's going to get, you can imagine me getting very, very messy with the oil in my fresh new clothes. We don't want to do that. So I'll set the camera up, give it some TLC, and then we should be ready to go. That's done. All good. Okay, so check the oil, oil's fine. Check the coolant, not the coolant. Check the water in the rad, top that up a bit, should be sweet. So yeah, everything is good and ready to drive. So let's take it for a drive. It should be fun. I was driving back yesterday and it's very confusing with the revs, but you understand what I mean when I'm driving. So yeah, like I was saying, this is my BMW E36. Was previously a 1.6, now has a 2.5 in it. Needs a few little bits tweaking on it, changing up, but apart from that, it's up, it's running good. We got it done in a day, which is pretty mad. So if you haven't seen that, check out the previous video, right, straight away. So yeah, this is my first drive sort of thing in it. I drove it home, obviously I took it quite easy because I wanted to get new to the driving experience of it. So this is like my first main drive in it. I'm not too sure where to take it, so I'm just going to go for some back roads. You can't really go wrong some British big roads. I'm not going to attempt to do any skids in this video because it's just not worth the risk. And yeah, I'm sort of just excited to get... I'm just excited, there's an alarm going off, well, probably confused me. I'm just really excited to get like used to the car, and obviously there's going to be some tinkering issues. I need to listen out for things that could be going wrong with it, like everything. It's not going to go 100% smoothly, like with anything, like there's always going to be a little bug problem and stuff. But I'm mainly just getting used to the driving feel of of it, and the revs and everything like that. But apart from that, it sounds good. Like everything seems to be running sweet. Haven't smelt or heard anything weird. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very strange. I've never had an engine swap car before. Never been involved in an engine swap car before. Never driven an engine swap car before. So I'm just a bit wary about it. My gear ratios are a bit different because I've got like the 1.8 IS, I've got the 1.8 clutch, got a small case diff on the rear, so my gears are like, I can get there fast, but I haven't got a high top speed, which is sort of what you want for drifting anyway. So I'm gonna do like a quick little pull now. It's so much fun. It honestly is so much fun. Like, I didn't think I could have this much fun in that sprite car, because if you know me, then you know me with my Fiesta ST, which is like hybrid turbo, and I love turbo noise. I love the feel of a turbo. I love how it just shocks you into power. Do you know what I mean? But there's something really satisfying about this BM, like the fluent power. I don't know if it's because I've been like so involved in the build process of it that I've got a much bigger respect for it now. But it's just so fun, and I don't know, I just love it. I love the feeling of the harnesses strapping me in. Like, I just feel probably immersed with the car. And I mean, although as you saw, like the smile on my face was so much worth it. I paid like 500 quid for this engine, and it's like double power, which is savage. It's a whole new engine, whole new block. This is a single Vanos as well, if you're thinking about, like, if you want to know more into it. It's a single Vanos M50. Yeah, it's sick. I think it's got a steel block, I'm not too sure, but they're quite a hardened engine. They can take turbo. It's better to get the non-Vanos, but I've got Vanos on mine, which is sort of similar to variable valve timing. So like, it's got the extra bit of kick, but this does have the potential to turbo it one day. If you're thinking like, Tommy, turbo it now, like, no, I've just put the engine in. So I'm just getting used to the engine stuff. I don't know what mileage the engine was on. The previous engine was on like 99,700 something. It's now 99,736, like technically the chassis of the car now. So I'm just really excited to get used to it. It takes some drift days and everything, but it's just so fun to drive. Like, I don't know, I just love it. Like I've now got the power there to support everything else in the car, and yeah, I think if you're looking to buy an E36, it's going to be off topic, but you can pick them up for like £1,000, £2,000, like a fairly decent one, not like a rusted to shit one. You weld the diff, you make it a drift car. You put other mods on it, you can make it a track car. You can daily it, you can stance it. Like, there's so much potential with these cars. It's a joke. Like, I never really used to care for them, and now I've got one. I love them. You can't fault an old BMW. You got the E30, you got the 46. Like, they're just so much fun. I'm trying to get a gap between the person in front of me, but they're driving really slow. And I don't want to drive like a dick, but I want to use the power that I've got, as you would if you just ended swap the car. And if you can hear the exhaust, yeah, we've got a bit of like stainless pipe, like just taking out the centre section, because we had to do it to connect it, because mine goes 2 pipes to 1 now, where they usually go 2 pipe at the rear, but I didn't have an exhaust. So it's a bit raspy, but I quite like it. It's sort of like a milk tech. So I'm at 7k revs now, right? Now I'm going to put foot down. And I really like the feeling of not like the pedal. What am I saying? The accelerator pedal is just like instant. There's no lag, because obviously it's not electric. You just put your foot down and it goes. There's no lag. There's just power now. And I really like that feel of the car, because you don't feel like you're waiting for something else to kick in. You just feel like it's go time, put your foot down, you're gone. So I really like that aspect of the car as well. It just feels so fun. And these roads are quite nice for it as well. I mean, in the wet, I've got to be very, very careful driving it, because we're going to have a nice gap here. Because my 1.6 scared me in the wet. But this can actually light the wheels up very well now. So let's go for that one. Gets pace is so quick, and it's just such a fun car to drive, man. Everyone needs to get one of these in their life, man. Too fun. There you go, my fun. Man, there's not much, nothing else can give you a feeling like this. And I think the great feeling about the E36 is like, my E36, I don't care if I scratch it up, dent it, whack it a bit, as long as it's nothing too major, obviously. Like, it gives you that less bit of fear in the back of your mind, like, oh, what if I scratch my paintwork, what if I get stone chips on my paintwork? There's another burnt out caravan, what's going on? So, you sort of just, you drive it harder because you have that less sense of fear in the back of your head, which I think is really good, because my Fiesta, I'm always scared I'm going to break something, and this, break something, like, it's so cheap to fix and replace that I don't really have that fault wiring through the back of my head, and it's just sick. Alright, so I'm hoping this new angle you're able to see more what I mean about the revs, so I'm going to first gear pull. The revs just, they go to 50 miles per gallon, man. Not many people have that sort of power, and I do. I mean, you might think, Tommy, why don't you just change the clock, because then you can actually read your revs correctly. But who else can say that their car revs to 50 miles per gallon? I don't think many people can say that, and I can, and I'm proud of that. We hit 50 miles per gallon. We can also now do burnouts, we can do skids, we can do everything we want to do. We are crazy method. And I'll give it a little bit of a rev here so you can hear it. Don't sound too bad, if I don't say so myself. Alright, here we go. I didn't even mean to flick it then, like it just flicked on me, but your boy handles shit like that. And if I'm honest, I recommend anyone, any young driver, whatever, you get the 1.6. If you're looking to get a first car or a new car, don't be scared of a high mileage E36. Don't be scared of an old car, because they're the ones you have the most fun in. And I promise you that. I have so much fun in this car now. Like, it is a joke. Even with the 1.6 I was having fun in it. And now it's just like, it's just so much fun. The rear end's so scatty on you, it just wants to flick at you and you just keep grabbing it back. And it is the best feeling ever when you catch that. Like, you gotta buy one. You can be going so cheap these days. You can have so much fun. I don't even know how to drift in it, and I'm fucking loving it still. Like, roll on pod on the February the 6th, whatever. I'm so excited for it. Like, it's just, don't be the person that's like, oh no, that's got an old reg on it. Like, I don't want that. Like, no, don't. I understand with high mileage, with newer cars, it sort of matters a bit more. These engines, they don't die. You can have like 200,000 miles on it, redline everywhere like I've been, and it will not die, because it is a BM old school engine, where as long as you put oil in it and keep it going, she ain't gonna blow up, because they're just like, they were built properly. Not like now where they're built out of paper mache. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so worth it. My man in the Fiesta, like, it's got to be done. Don't be scared. Alright, I'm gonna leave it here, man. I think the car speaks for itself, and my smile speaks for itself when I tell you that these cars are so worth it. And if I'm honest, I think they're only going to go up in value now, because the engines are going up, because obviously they're becoming less ones to get. Everyone wants them more for the same reason, and like, I cannot imagine what an M3 E36 or E46 for that matter feels like to drive. It must be amazing. So yeah, you can even stick 2 J's and 1 J's in these. That's mad. I'm gonna leave it. I'll stop rambling on. Please smash a like on this video if you enjoyed the car. Comment down below if you'd like to maybe see me turbo it in the future. If you've got any questions about the E36, if you want to see certain things, certain skid days, certain collaborations with other people, and smash the subscribe button, because you know that helps me a lot. So yeah, have a good one, boys. Peace.